Everybody, hi, my name is Jeff Geisick. Here today to talk to you about Divine Genetics, a delivery service that's available to you out here in Ventura County. Um, you may or may not know this, but marijuana is the most frequently used drug in America. There was a Compassionate Use Act that was passed in California in 1996, and it allowed for people to have at their leisure they could grow, or they could actually reach out and find someone who has medical marijuana for them to purchase and or consume if they have it already. In 2017, Divine Genetics formed, and they began delivering to people like myself here in the Oxnard, Camarillo, Ventura, and Port Hueneme area. So they make the rounds. They get around to help people like me. Um, I've started a show called Cannabis in the Community, and its purpose is to educate people about the uses of medical marijuana and the dangers of medical marijuana, the obvious benefits of medical marijuana, and most importantly, as a way of educating people, just to let you know what's happening. Um, it took me a while to find someone that I could actually trust, and that was because I kept running into people that were trying to kind of take advantage of me. I met one of the founders, whose name I won't mention, but this young man and I struck up a good friendship, a good relationship, and as a result, I was having him resupply my needs for medical marijuana due to my disabilities. I'm a retired financial consultant, and I came into the business of doing ads. I came into the business of working as a writer and even producing the show that I mentioned, Cannabis in the Community, as a result of my retirement, and also keep busy. But what I found is that it's hard not to waste either your time or your money when you're dealing with trying to get medical marijuana. The reason I think that these guys are the best that are in the area, that are available to you today, that have product, is that they have an unusual style, which I'll talk about. And this is my belief. Okay, you guys can measure this for yourselves, but if you can't afford to waste your time, and you can't afford to waste your money, and they solve both of those problems for you, then why would you go to anyone else? I'll give you 3 reasons. Ever since I've contacted them between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., I've spoken to an owner of the company who took care of my order and made sure it got delivered. That's number one. I don't find a lot of other businesses that I've encountered where you actually deal with an owner, let alone an owner of a corporation, which is what these guys are. They're incorporated to do business. As far as I can tell, they have the best prices, with eighths as little as $25 and even quantity discounts available. That's really hard to beat. I've seen some other prices out there, and I'm sure you have, and they're a lot more than $25 for an eighth. The third reason, and this is the one I like, is they're the fastest. I don't know how they do it, but most of the time that I ask for them to come by, it's within about 45 minutes. So just to be safe, getting your order sent to you to where you live, where you're located, in under an hour means that you didn't waste your time. And since you can take a look at them on Weed Maps, and you can also contact them at 805-336-6276. Again, that number, 805-336-6276. Now, let me tell you about the products that we're going to talk about today. The first one is what's called CBD oil. Now, CBD oil is the component that is derived from medical marijuana, but doesn't get you high. It's not THC, it's cannabinoids. And there are several methods that you can use this as a medicine. There's several methods that you can actually get a hold of this through some way of ingestion or reduction or cooking, etc. This particular brand is a 3% solution in a 1 ounce vial of coconut oil. It's the coconut oil is done with a strain called MBC, which is medium branch chain. Excuse me, and that essentially allows the coconut oil to stay liquid. Then the super high percentage CBD is actually injected into the solution, and that CBD is actually derived through a butane extraction. So it's essentially cold filtered with no chemicals that are left after the process. And then once that is reduced into the oil, you then have this excellent CBD oil. I use this myself. I happen to know the healer that actually makes this, and it's even available in a 10% solution in a 1 ounce bottle, and that's probably going to be available within 30 days, if not 2 weeks. I understand that that's already in the process, just don't know how long it's going to take. That's just one product that they offer, and it's also one benefit that you get from it, at least from my perspective, is I have multiple sclerosis, and it's not easy to deal with. I use CBD oil to help me deal with muscle spasms, with severe nausea, with problems with my digestion, and sometimes it even helps with a headache, oddly enough, and I'm not really sure how it works, but my understanding is that when you ingest marijuana, what it does is it benefits you at the cellular level. And if you could treat yourself every day with something that was going to repair your cells, help you feel better, live longer, and not have as many angst to deal with or aches and pains to deal with, I think you'd be foolish not to consider something like this. Now, these folks also have this excellent, it's a topical balm. You don't eat it. We don't recommend that, okay? Don't put it on your lips because it'll burn your lips. It's got some antiseptic in it. But the lavender base that it is infused in, along with the pure CBD that is part of its makeup, is great for rubbing on your sore shoulder, your sore hands, your sore knees. I know a lot of people get sore knees. I haven't tried this brand yet, but I've tried other topicals, and they're very effective at giving you not just relief, but relief that usually lasts a long time. That's about all I got to say about CBD, but I just want to reinforce one thing. You can't afford to waste your time. You can't afford to waste your money. That's the reason why you need to work with Divine Genetics. And I gave you your number. You got this video. Refer back to us. And if you need to reach me for any questions, you can contact me at 661-803-7269.